For Fortnite, Chapter 5, Season 1. Um, Apparently there's this Lego thing coming out December 7th. But yeah, this should be pretty good. Let's go ahead and, maybe change this skin to the wildcard skin. And back bling to, oh, never mind. I'll get it next time. Alright, let me just pull up live chat. Got my not microwave, my frozen pizza here with me today. Don't worry, I did not put them in the microwave. I'm gonna go walk away from that. Alright, where should we drop? What place looks good? I kinda wanna drop somewhere near the, near those tracks. Looks like there's a bridge. Let's go to that. Whoa. Crap. Thought they got rid of the bots. Not like these ones. I'm talking about like bots disguised as players. Hmm. Sorry, I dropped my food. Oh yeah, one of the new things. Okay, what's this? Cluster Clinger. Wonder what that does. Whoa. Dang it. Sorry, one of my friends sent me a meme over Discord. It says, "People saying they beat November, asexuals look what they need just to mimic a fraction of our power." Thing is, I'm ace, so that's probably why he sent it to me. Oh my gosh, and it was an Omni-Man one, and then I just spawned into Omni-Man. So yeah, the new forest stream should be coming soon, which I'm actually honestly pretty excited about. Yeah, I might end up doing it like this week. Just really depends on if the other person's available when I'm available. And then I'm really gonna try starting to have more daily uploads. Alright, there we go. My darn computer finally loaded. I do not have a good computer. Like, it is old and slow. So it takes me a bit just to do like the smallest of things. Okay, there's someone here. Okay, they're under me. That one I think was a real player because I don't think a bot would use that much strategy to try and get away. Crap, there's the train. Heck yeah, I'm on. I did not think the train was gonna come by here. I gotta be honest. Whoa, I got shot at. Okay. Alright, that's about everything on here. Pretty cool. So, where should I go next? Is that guy Australian? I love it. Or was that British? I don't know, I wasn't really paying attention. Crap. Can I carry two at once? I cannot. Oh, there's a boss. Oh, ah, crap. Right as I was about to try and escape. Alright. The season seems pretty good, though, so far. Oh, I did see in the trailer that there's a new, like, kind of like movement thing. Like, I can run up walls, I think. So that's what they do. Alright. Alright, let's see what this place is. Ruined Reels. I'm guessing this is like, based on that theater area. Oh yeah. Oh, these are back. That was a bit of a cheap shot, but oh well. Here, let's see the stats on this. 32.5. I'd say this is the better one. Oh, there's... Alright, let's go try and catch that train. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. Ooh. More battling? Ah, crap. He's gone. Alright, let's heal up a bit. Then, let's go catch this train. If I can, if it's not too late. Yeah, I think it's too late. Alright, one moment. Just gonna try and get some more viewers. Well, I don't have any at the moment, so try and get viewers. By posting this in the Discord, which like all of them are either admins or mods. Okay. How do I change up this? Oh, what's that? Is that like one of those things that help me see the next storm? The hell was that? I'm just extremely confused. Okay, well, that's a thing that just happened, I guess. Ooh. Alright, let's get some shield going. As I turn off the heater. Holy crap. It's super hot in here. Pleasant pizza. Ah! What a horrible way to go out. Oh my gosh. That was awful. Alright. Cool. Oh yeah, and like new Battle Pass came. I didn't think I would have it. I thought I would have to get the next Fortnite crew coming up, which happens on the 10th. But apparently no, because I got the last one, I get this Battle Pass too. So that's cool. I got the Battle Pass, I guess. Who is that? There's so many people on here that aren't even my friend. Like they're friended by people who used my account. Cause I had this system a while ago where like I was super busy with my senior year. I did not have any time to play. In my junior year. Oh man, especially my junior year. Like I was super busy that year. People talk about oh, senior finals, it's gonna be I can't hang out at all. Main reason why I was busy my senior year is because I was what was I doing? Oh yeah, I was working, like I had a job. So I would go home and then go to my job. Rebel Roost. Alright. So, I didn't have a senior project actually. I don't know why. I never got assigned one. I think it's because most of my classes were like simple. Final period, I just straight up didn't have a class on. We had like an A-day, B-day schedule thing. I think it was like A days that I didn't have a final period. But yeah, junior year was especially hard for me, just mainly because, I got put into a, like, above average school, and I actually did pretty well grade-wise, though out of all my grades, that was my worst grade year. D in one class, and the rest should have been A's and B's if the teachers actually got to them, because some of the teachers just not some, like just one of them. Like I got good grades in all the classes except history, and it's just because the history teacher wasn't grading it. Like, even turned in on time stuff, he wouldn't grade. Which kind of sucked. And by the time my thing expired for me to see what my grades were, he still didn't update it, so I don't know what grade I got. Which is really dumb. But I know that it was at least a C+. Which, yes, I'm an AB student. I've only had straight A's like 1 year. I'm definitely not a 4.0 student. I can be, I just straight up didn't care enough. Yeah. Only year that I think I've got straight A's was like during COVID. And I know like lots of schools were doing like, oh, everyone succeeds, everyone passes. Um, my school was doing that, but like if you didn't deserve a good grade, you would get a C. Like lowest passing grade. From that point on, you would get what you deserve. So, I turned in all my assignments, got like really good grades on them, got straight A's that year, and only reason why I did that was because people kept pestering me. Like sometimes they'll have like not turned in assignments and just didn't care. But that year I would turn them in, and it was mainly because my parents kept pestering me, so I would finish all my schoolwork. Alright, so beginning of quarantine, I was living with my dad and stepmom. Oh, jeez. Lovely. So, I was living with my dad and stepmom. Problem is, I would finish... So, one, lots of the assignments were a lot simpler, just because it was cool. Actually, no, my classes, that school did not simplify their work. Like, the work was just as hard. But thing is, if you take out, like, all the time of, like, trying to get students to listen, the, 5 minutes before between classes, lunchtime, you take all of those out. Like, all of the different distraction equations, and you just got work. And sometimes, like, an explanation video. Or sometimes they just write it down in, like, a thing for you to read. SMGs build structure at fencing fields. That one actually doesn't sound too bad. Sure fields. Maybe it was fencing fields. I don't know. So, yeah, I kept finishing my work, like, really early. Like, I would get up the normal time, because I had to, because my dad wanted me to. And then do my work. And then, when I finished everything, I would just hop onto Minecraft. Which, guess what? I finished my work pretty darn fast. He kept being all like, oh, why are you playing video games? You should be doing your schoolwork. And I'm like, I did do my schoolwork, and I would show him, and he would still not believe. He just wanted to hear... He would only hear what he wanted to hear during that. So, it was kind of causing problems. So, what I did was I had, like, my finished schoolwork on one tab, because apparently he couldn't tell the difference between finished and unfinished schoolwork. And then I would just have my Minecraft in the other page. Like, he also tried to tell me, like, if you are really done, you should be reading a book between that time. Do you realize how long of reading that is? I know some people love it, and I can see why. There are some really good books. I don't like reading. There are some book series that I've been able to get into. Those being Peter Nimble, The Hunger Games, and, what was the other one? I know that there was another one. Crap. What's the other? Oh yeah, Goosebumps. Goosebumps is the first ever book series I ever read. there was, and then the first ever like long book that I ever read and actually enjoyed was what was it? It was Peter Nimble and His Fantastic Eyes. Which thing is, I went to this like it was like a meet the author thing where they would come to your school, and I read that. Well, no, I got 2 of his books, The Night Gardener and Peter Nimble. I thought that Peter Nimble would just be that kind of book that I like get just so that I would have as a collector, and I thought it would be like I couldn't get past the first chapter. Wow, this is a huge difference. All right, it really turned out to be kind of the other way around. I could not get past the first chapter of The Night Gardener, but fell in love with Peter Nimble. That is my favorite book. And then the sequel, of course, I read too, which was amazing. I'm gonna get out of here. Bunch of structures. Need more building materials. But yeah, so back to the point. I didn't really have any book series at the time that I actually like had a connection with. Like, didn't care about these book series. And he wanted me to read for like hours. Like, I would get my schoolwork done within like probably the first 30 minutes to the first hour. Like, I was fast. Why? Because at school, if I'm fast, it's more about motivation. Like, at school, if I'm fast, what happens? Nothing. I just sit around bored and anxious. If I finish at home, I can go play Minecraft. So yeah, definitely had a lot more motivation during that. But, so yeah, I would just have it look like I'm doing work when really I wasn't. Sorry, Dad. Oh, I finished the mission already. Alright, let's find out where I should go next. Sorry, don't feel like dealing with you right now. So, thing is, at first, it was like kind of, the quarantine things were a bit more lenient. It's all like, alright, just stay within your own group bubbles. But then it started like, and then it was like, oh, we're just gonna be quarantined for like a week. Turned into 2 weeks. Started getting bigger and bigger. That's what she said. But then, well, no, then quarantine was all like, okay, don't socialize with anyone, just stay in your family. And I'm like, and it was getting more apparent of how bad this virus was. Thing is, my dad is like really sensitive to getting sick. He's the kind of he's on the kind of group that COVID can kill. So, once we started realizing how serious it was, wait, I went to the wrong railroad, didn't I? No, I'm at the right one. So, as we started to realize how much more sensitive the situation was, like, it wasn't just, oh, we can get over it, which, like, most people had the mentality of. Which really sucks, because we probably wouldn't still have it if people would just let it get out of their system. And now it's like the flu, it comes back every year. Thanks a lot. But, if people had just listened to that quarantine thing, we wouldn't have this. I didn't get COVID until, like, probably a couple years later for the first time. It it was like the flu, basically. That's just all it was for me, because I have a pretty good immune system. But if my dad got it, would have been a totally different story. So, before I was like going out with my friend, wearing masks. Even when he's around, we would wear a mask. But it would... Wait, no, we wouldn't wear masks together. He was like part of our COVID group. My best friend. But then as things started to get more serious, we're all like, oh, my parents were like, okay, you can't hang out with friends anymore. Which meant, at that time, neither of my siblings, all of my siblings were either graduated and moved out, or they didn't live with us. Like, my siblings were the ones that weren't graduated, and they lived with my my mom and stepdad, which just like really sucked. So I was all alone. I don't have that big of a problem with being alone. Actually, no, I do get like pretty lonely after a bit, but like for a bit, I'm fine. So I was fine that first bit, but then it started getting kind of lonely. Why not hang out with your parent? It's more of like I need to hang out with someone more around my age. But, because like most of my parents were like, well, my stepmom was fine. My dad was just kind of getting after me a lot for playing video games instead of doing work, even though all my work was done. So, I then went to, my dad then had the clever idea of like, hey, you're like, I've got no one there to hang out with other than them. They thought it would be, and we were living in a neighborhood. We didn't have that much area to go to get fresh air. Like, I could go into the backyard, fine. Which, I don't really need too much area, but I think at the time I did. Like, I need to let my legs out. I don't really need that anymore. Well, maybe I do. Maybe it's just the fact that it's snowing outside and I don't want to go outside. But yeah, it was summer. It was not, well, not summer. It was like, we just got out of winter. It was starting to become nice outside. Holy crap. Okay, I need to turn the volume down. Settings. Volume. Sound effect. Oh no, voice chat I'm gonna keep high. Cinematics. 1. Okay, no, now that's just too quiet. Anyways, there we go. That should be fine. Nope, still too quiet. My gosh. Okay, so, they decided, like, hey, your mom and stepdad live off-road, and you have 2 siblings there. Why don't you move up there? And then we're all like, great idea. And my parents up in Idaho, my dad, they're all like, if he's sick, don't send him up. Like, we don't want to get COVID. But, yeah, I was not sick. I think, no, we didn't get myself tested until like a year later. Jeez. Who knows, I might have had it. Yeah, no, I can... pretty much tell when I have COVID. I can feel it. Like, I've had multiple times. Like, my mom, I love her, but like, she gets, she's all like, no, you don't have it, when I'm saying like, hey, I might have it, which kind of risks everyone. Like, she does that all the time. Like, oh, it's just allergies. I'm like, no, it's something more than allergies. Which almost caused me to go to Comic-Con with COVID. Uh, um, they had, I had luckily been all like, no, I'm getting that test. I think this was in like 2022 or 2021. No, it was 2021 because I went in the next year, and that year was 2022. So, I then went to Idaho, and there, my mom actually would listen to me of the fact like, oh, I already did my work. What is that? What is that? So, I would actually do my work, finish it, same thing. I actually got my own office now that was separate from my bedroom, which was super nice. Um, I would then just play video games a lot. Um, they kind of pestered me a bit on chores, like would have me do so much. When I was done, they're like, "Oh, can you help with this, this, this?" I get no free time. And they had like the worst system for dishes. It took ages to of dishes. And they would have us all use that system. And like if we had someone helping, maybe it would make it go faster. No, they would just sit on their butts all the time. So, yeah, I would also just kind of like not tell them when I was done with my schoolwork and just play Minecraft. But sometimes they would come in and be all. My stepdad at first was all like, was going in the same mentality as my father, which kind of was upsetting. But my mom defended me and was all like, no, he can. He. Oh crap. Nope, I'm leaving. He's a builder. I don't deal with builders. They're too sweaty. I ain't dealing with that. What are these, like, rays? Ah, crap, I gotta go that way to get into circle. So, crap. Alright. Let's see, how long has this been going on? Probably, like, I'll do one more. But, yeah, my mom would defend me and say, like, if he's saying his work is done, trust him. But near the end of the year, they're all like, I had, like, two B's, I think, and they're all like, this is unacceptable. You need to you need to try and get straight A's. Like, put in all your work. Why don't you just turn it in? Why don't you just fix it? You have a ton of time. And so I did. Um, and that year I ended up getting like last minute. It was like last grading minute. I got my final A. Um, they then brought me to meet my dad for me to move back. I think my sister was going too. Like, we usually do this thing where we visited the other parents for like different vacations. When we split, like before, we would always go and visit my dad before different vacations. Um, like on every school vacation. But I'm gonna go to Lavish Lair. This time, bit of a when I had moved in with my dad. Bit of a problem. Um, like I gotta, like I'm living there. So they just did it in reverse, except they realized a bit of a problem. Me and my sister were never seeing each other. So they decided to do like a alternating schedule. Like every year it kind of switches. And even when she moved down with us, we kept that thing where we stayed out. Like she's still going by that method. Like this year she came here for Thanksgiving, and I have to. I just go where I want. I'm an adult. I moved out. I don't really do that whole thing anymore. I'll go and visit them for some holidays, like Christmas. I'm gonna try and visit them. Um, but they had probably gonna have to get a video ready for when I go down there, like for my trip down there, because I don't want to play after a long road trip. I want to either hang out with my family or sleep. Crap. Alright, I need a weapon, like fast, pronto. Good enough. Get over here. Dang it. Get over here. Go away. So, when I got off, anyways, when I went to go meet my dad up after quarantine, well, not after quarantine, when summer came, it was like the second half of summer, I think. No, it was the beginning of summer. This. Oh, it just brings me somewhere else. Really? I just put up a fight to be able to go into there when I could have. I thought it was gonna be a like it takes a second to get in, and I would have been killed while trying to get in. No, it's instantaneously, and it doesn't take me anywhere that cool. It's just like those porta potties. Gosh darn it. Anyways, when I finally met up with my dad again, him and my mom like pitched in to give me $100, which nowadays is so little. Um, but back when I was young, I think I was like 15. Yeah, I would have been like 15 or 16 at that. No, I would have been like 15, I think. Um, that was like crazy for me. Like, holy crap, $100. And that was actually the first time I really learned how fast $100 can go. Like, how little it really is. Um, Ever since then, I had more of an understanding of how money works. Huh? I have a quest this way. Okay. Alright, I guess I'll go to that. Search container at Hills Grand Glazer. Okay. So, yeah, they both pitched in and gave me $100, which was sweet. Apparently they'll do stuff like that if you get straight A's all the time. I don't know why I never tried it to get another A. Main reason, like, it was really all about motivation. Like, I didn't really care about school that much. So they would use motivation to teach us. Like, $100 to get straight A's. Pretty good. And they would also have it where, no, that was like 1 year. It was because it was my first ever straight A. Usually if you get straight A's, you get to pick what restaurant we go to. And I mean, yeah, that sounds like okay. No, they would like tell you like try and pick an expensive place that they normally wouldn't let us go to. My brother chose like this really nice steak place when he did it. But yeah, so I had then gotten that $100. It was nice. used like it up pretty quickly. Like I didn't make it to the end of summer vacation with it. But my dad's all like, where's all your money? Like, what did you spend it on? And I had to think for a moment, and then I realized like hardly any of it went to me. It went to getting my friend's stuff and um, getting my cousin like pizza. Um, it was then that I realized just how much I really like giving. Like, holy crap, when I have money, I love to gift people, which has started to become a problem. Like, they've really started telling me, like, hey, don't stop using your money on someone else, just save it. Um, so, oh my gosh, I still don't have a gun other than that shield. That shield comes with a gun, so I mean, like, helps me there. I really need to get a gun. So, they ended up, yeah, just, I got $100, spent it mainly on other people. Uh, um, search a container. Where's the containers? So, also my graduation dinner, like we would each get a graduation dinner, which we would have with our family. The day that I graduated, I was going straight up to Idaho to start trying to get things figured out with me going there for college because I wanted to go there for college. Um, which I actually got accepted and was gonna be able to go with it fully paid off, which was gonna be super sweet. Um, well, then some things came up and I ended up not being able to go. It was more just financial issues. My parents were saying like, "Oh, by the way, we're gonna sell the house," which like was where I was gonna live. They said if I got um enough money, wait no, if I was going to college, I could live with them. Still. Um and then they were all like, "Oh, by the way, we're selling the house." And then it wasn't until recently that they realized what was wrong with the company that was their company that was going under. And we're all like, "Oh, by the way, we can keep the house now, and we're going to start renting parts of it to make some extra money." So I'm actually their first renter. So I started renting this room. We live on a nice property, so usually like the rooms are super expensive. Um, but I got a pretty good deal. Like this is the cheapest price I've found in Idaho. About like 400 a month, including utilities. That's nice. So, they had then, anyways, back to my graduation dinner. I was coming up to Idaho like immediately after my graduation, and then going to a family reunion, and then going to Utah for another family reunion, and then spending summer in Utah. I was gonna spend my entire summer in Utah and try and like work to save up some money, but yeah, the job I had, I loved it. It was a nice job. I worked at a ceramics shop. Horrible hours, horrible pay. And then I couldn't get a job somewhere else. Like, I was trying to get a job somewhere else, but, like, I was moving so soon that people were like, "No, we don't want you." Which, I mean, understandable. I get it. But, then moved up to Idaho, got a job, decided to be full-time instead of going to college so that I can afford to start renting a place sometime. Now I can afford renting a place. I don't have that many bills, and my bills are pretty cheap. Like, my car insurance is really cheap. And then, but I had... Okay, oh my gosh, that I really got off topic there. So, my... Oh, jeez. Alright. I'll go one more round. This is the final round, though. So, I had finally... so for my graduation dinner, we had to go early because I was moving up so soon. So we ended up going to this place called Tucanos, which is like an all-you-can-eat meat buffet. Like, they've got the normal buffet and everything. But they have this like little wooden thing in the middle of your table that you can choose to. It has like three colors. Green, which means keep it coming, we're still hungry. Yellow, which means okay, slow it down, we're getting full. And then red, which means stop bringing it. We brought my best friend, and kind of like treated him as his graduation dinner too. To be honest, I straight up think it was because me and Savannah didn't want to drive, and he was still coming, but like I think the reason why my dad paid for him is just because he drove us there, because neither me or Savannah wanted to. I was like, I said like, I don't want to, but I will. I don't think he heard the fact that I would, so he just paid for my friend. But I had graduation dinner. It was really good. I really recommend that place, but it is really expensive though. The problem came when I went to. It was the day of my graduation, and then one of my older siblings, were all like, They brought up the fact that they were going to a hot dog place for my graduation dinner. Apparently, they were celebrating my graduation without me. I'm all like, really? And then my brother John, him who brought it up because he was excited to have dinner with me. And then I'm all like, I'm going to Idaho. Like, this has been a known thing. Who planned this graduation dinner? And he's like, Dad did. I'm like, really? He knows I'm going. He helped me pack. So apparently my dad planned like a whole celebration dinner without me, about me. So yeah, I'm not too mad about it. I just found it as ridiculous. But yeah, like my entire family was there. They weren't able to make it to my actual graduation dinner because each of them were busy that day, sadly. But crap! No, I can't die this soon. Ah, dang it. All right. So yeah, and then I came up, had my graduation dinner up here. I had it like so late, like it was way after my graduation. I think it was like near the end of summer. But I invited some of my good friends. What was nice was one of my it was my two best friends up here. They probably don't see me as best friends, but they're the ones that I like the most out of all my friends here. The one who's nicest to me, like who I really like hanging out with, he's been at military camp, but thing is, he came up around the time that we were having my graduation dinner. I think we planned it specifically on that day so that he could be a part of it. But it was so nice seeing him. We went to one of my favorite restaurants called Sushi Time, which is like an all-you-can-eat sushi buffet. And a friend of ours who makes custom cakes, I ordered a custom cake of my YouTube logo, the Jester. I then was like, okay, so how much would that be? And she's like, honey, it's free. I think it was because around the time I was helping her daughter out a lot, like making sure she was okay because of surgery that just happened. But I then had to I then went, had the cake there. My parents left early, like my mom and stepdad. Left my little brother with us. I'm gonna play another round just because that one ended so soon. But, he had then... What was it? So we were still there. They already paid for, like, all you can eat and, like, left their card with us so that we could, like, pay. Well, they didn't pay yet, but, like, they set us up with all you can eat and left us the card so we could pay at the end. Um, oh my god, lots of the workers there are like, is that a cake? And, like, one of them, like, lots of them were so nervous to ask, but then one of them just straight up came up and was like, hey, they're wondering if they can have some. I'm like, yeah, totally, because it was a pretty big cake. It's not like we're having a problem with sharing. um, like, we didn't have a problem of, like, oh, we've only got enough slices for us. No, we had plenty of slices, and we weren't greedy. So we're all like, yeah, totally. You can have some. Fencing fields. I think this is where I built before. So then I had gotten... What was it? Oh yeah, so we left, went to my friend's house, had to bring my brother along. Oh my gosh. At first we were fine with it. Like, my parents were like, can you please bring him with you? Bring him home. Because we're not going home. He's gonna hate it. We're like, okay. Warning, we're going to Noah's house first. And they're like, okay. We went there, played some card games. Oh my god, he kept F-bombing. Like, he kept saying frick. He was in that kind of stage. And then my friend, like the one visiting, he's all like, okay, dude, you gotta stop saying frick. One of these times you're gonna slip up and say the actual word. And then he did, and it wasn't like oh, I might have misheard you. It was hard. Like, that CK hit hard. And we're all like, dude, you can't be swearing like that. Keep in mind, he was 8 at the time. Yes, this was recently. He just had a birth. Oh my gosh! I died, like, immediately. Again. Wow, I really need to... I haven't played in a while. I need to step up my game. I need to start practicing more. Anyways, he had then... Well, he did that, like, once, and then we're like, okay, don't do that again. And then he would not... He did it, but, like, all of us were like, no, that was... He's like, you guys misheard me. We're like, no, we did not. That was hard. So then at first we were playing, like, this game called Gang Beasts on my Switch, and then we moved over to playing board game, like, card game on, the table. Like, my friend has this, like, pin, like, an 8-ball table. I know the name, why am I forgetting it? Such a common name. Pool, that's what it is. He had a pool table in the middle that he used as a like gaming table. He would also play pool on it, but my brother kept like whacking the balls together, and which was making so much noise. And then he would also like he started bending the cards a bit of this like really nice board game. It's like best game I can describe it as is like Exploding Kittens or Unstable Unicorns, but D&D. It was really nice, and the cards were nice too. And he kept like kind of like slightly bending them. And my friend, not the one from who was in military camp, the one who's still here. He was so patient. Like, usually he gets after people for doing stuff, but he understood that Sam was young. He's like, hey, please stop doing that. And then Sam would not listen, kept bending them. And then, it was getting way out of hand, and he then used the F word again. and then kept saying like, no, I didn't. I think he knew what he was doing, but was trying to gaslight us. But he then um, it was getting out of hand. He kept bending the cards. He kept f-bombing. Um, and I was told that if there was any problem, to tell my parents. And this was a problem. So I texted my parents like, "Hey, he's f-bombing us. He's bending Noah's cards. Gosh darn it." um she's they're then like, "Okay, send him home now." Like, oh my gosh, they were so mad. Like, they want us both to come home, but like the only reason why they wanted me to come back was because I was his ride. We got back, and at first I thought I might have been in a bit of trouble because they asked me to come back. No, it was just because I was a ride. Oh my god. At first, he didn't understand what was going on. I didn't tell him he was in trouble. Who is this person? Okay, friend of Q. I'll keep them as friends. There are just some people that I'm needing to remove just because they're not my friends. It's more of like other people friended them. Like my little brother's played on this account. I do not let him anymore because of how many people he friended. And now I'm still going through it. Who's this? It's a friend of... Jacob... Why am I friends with Jacob Snako still? I need to remove that. His friends are actually pretty good. I'm blocked. He blocked... Oh my gosh. Yeah, fair. But no, I'll stay friends with them because, like, they didn't do anything. It's just him who did. But yeah, so we got home. They were like, "Sam, get in here." They bring him to their room. They wanted to talk to him privately. That was not private at all. They're like, "Samuel Edris Griffith, how dare you?" I'm like, whoa. He is screwed. Called him by the full name and everything. And they were digging into him. He's like, "I didn't F-bomb." And they brought me in, and we're all like, he's saying he didn't F-bomb. And I'm like, he did. Like, if you really want proof, I can call them. And that's 3 against 1. So he got in trouble. He didn't get grounded. He's the little sibling. But he got in big trouble. So, yeah. That's the end of that story, the whole thing. Man, that kind of went on to a long tangent. Anyways, I should probably leave off the stream here. Sorry for the bunch of side rambles. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Enjoyed a bit of story of my life. Anyways, bye.